sometimes you have to cut back. Yeah, you have to cut back and cut back in because it's too much. Anyway, so you guys were here. You were excited because the next week you were going to Cincinnati, Ohio. Am I correct?
For the HorrorHound.
HorrorHound convention, one of the big conventions, where you won Best Special Effects.
I did. I cherish that award. I'm so excited about
I almost asked you to bring it, but I thought it was a little tacky.
Oh, I didn't even think about it.
I thought about it. I thought about a lot about you this week, but that's neither here nor there.
Mark.
Now here's the thing. Now, you won Best Special Effects. Matt was nominated for Best Actor. That was the good.
Yeah.
Tell us the bad, because you guys wanted to come back the next week and tell us this story. Let's hear it.
Well, Guil was on a panel speaking about the film, and at one point Matt had jumped up and joined the panel, but there was, oh gosh, I don't even know where to begin. There was a lot of controversy over things that Guil and Matt had said, and a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, two particular women specifically really just started a smear campaign against Matt and Guil, and it's really been disturbing to me through this whole process. And
well, A, I love your creepy laugh. B, what did they say?
Well, Matt and Guil were both actors.
In character.
Yeah, they were in character, and
at a horror convention where people cosplay and they're in character.
Right, and I mean, if you watch the video, well, there's two different videos out there. There's the full video, and then there's the edited version that was the brunt of the smear campaign, to where it only has little bits and pieces, whole sentences had been taken out, and it's, you know, Guil's one of the nicest guys in the world, but he definitely likes to
fuck with people.
Fuck with people, exactly. And these girls fell for it, of course. But he said something about, gosh, I'm trying to even remember what it is. He said, you know, oh, I got to rape women, or, you know, kind of boasting about what the film was about. And these two, so there's Vanessa and Sam. They're women in horror. They have this convention, or this, I'm so nervous, Mark, because this is just so much. Because I was there for part of the convention, and I ended up leaving through this whole thing. Like, I didn't get to see the full panel. I walked out. Yes.
Were they yelling at each other?
No, so, well, I walked out. I had left. I couldn't be there anymore. But they started, okay, so everyone says, people say, why make this movie?
Right.
I mean, well, why make any horror movie? I mean, the genre alone, like, well, what's the payoff for it? You get thrills off of watching people get tortured and killed and in these horrendous acts, and you know, these women here are trying to draw a line over what's acceptable and what isn't. So who are they to say what is and what isn't?
Hannah, what do you? You're a big horror movie fan.
I am a big horror movie.
What when you see a good horror movie, what is the thrill?
I grew up on them. I remember some of the first movies I watched was like some of the Jason films. You know, my mom would be on a date. I'd pick whatever VHS I want to pop in there. I don't know. They never scared me. I wanted to be an actress in them, and it's so not really reality. It's a good escape.
Right.
You know? I've always been drawn to gory and dark things.
Let me see.
Well, any kind of positive emotion in a horror film is just for there to be a contrast.
Yeah.
There's really, I don't know. I'm personally not a fan of horror. I edit it, of course,
right.
But
well, how did you end up with hanging out with Matt? We never really answered this question. How did you meet Matt and Guil, and how did you end up working with them?
Well, I had found a Craigslist ad needing an editor for this horror film.
That's a horror movie in itself.
Right, and then I saw Matt's name there, and I had met Matt back in Florida.
Okay.
When he was at Full Sail. I wasn't. I just lived in Winter Park, and all of a sudden I called him up and said, Matt, I'm here in town, and you need an editor.
So you grew up in Florida?
Yes, I did.
Where?
Winter Park.
Where's Winter Park? I don't know. And I lived in Florida for years. I lived in Miami for years.
Yeah, it's not too far from Orlando.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
one of those.
Yeah.
Like one of those gated, like Truman Show sort of community.
But anyways, we formed like this little bond between all of us because
Right.
all of a sudden now we're here together and working on this film. So,
But I mean, if somebody was not pleased with what they said or not pleased with the film, there's more constructive ways to
well, the
have
thing
your
is,
opinion. Than,
they never reached out to Matt or Guil
right.
at all. And anytime anyone tries to counteract what they're saying online, they're getting blocked. So these girls are dangerous. I mean,
Right.
they're really just out for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they claim to be these, to enjoy this genre and love it, but then, someone wins and they don't, and now
Right.
it's, okay,
So
so
they're really declaring war on that.
they really are, and they don't even know. They don't know any of us involved. They didn't. I mean, a woman edited the film. Did they not even want to contact me and see how I felt about it and how I felt about not only working with them but editing the movie? I'm glad that it's.
Like we did here at the Ruby.
I'm glad. Thank you. I'm glad that it looked so real and so gruesome, and that they were disturbed by it, because isn't that what it's supposed to
Right.
do?
Yeah. Well, there were people that wanted it off Amazon. They were trying to get it off Amazon.
I know.
Was that them?
Well, they definitely have been getting this snowballed with the people that they know in order to keep this rolling,
Right.
and that's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to get it out there, because anytime anyone tries to contradict what they're saying, if they know Matt and Guil, or if they're just saying, if you're into horror so much, why are you against this one particular film?
Right.
And
of all the horror movies, this is the
right, and it's all of the questions that were they're against the way the guys answered the questions, like in character.
In character.
And now Matt and Guil aren't allowed back at HorrorHound because of all this. And it has nothing to do with the festival themselves. They're just doing their job. They can't have this kind of thing. But in the end, I better not see Sam or Vanessa there either, because they're the ones stirring up the shit. And I don't ever want to see them there. I'd like to see them blacklisted too. Because who's to say they're not going to do this to someone else? I think we need to protect ourselves as filmmakers, and especially in this genre. What are their credentials? I'd really like to see. I don't believe that they should even be having their own, women in horror. This film, it's a film festival.
What are their credentials?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. There we go.
Sorry, I'm all heated up now.
This is what I was waiting for.
I'm sweating so much, Mark. I'm glad I wore something over the
No.
shirt.
Because you put a YouTube thing. We were going to do this with the three of us. We were going to do this on. I was going to film it, but you were ready for this, and so I'm glad that the vitriol's here. That you're ready to. You're pouncing.
Yeah,
I love it.
But as a woman, you're really offended that women.
Well, yeah, because they're women saying they're representing women in film, and they sure as hell don't represent me, because everything they're standing up for is going against everything that I've worked so hard on.
Right.
So,
They're not
and against
standing up for all female horror fans
exactly,
either.
and against these guys who I really consider family, and
Right.
we've actually bonded even more over this.
Yes.
And because we have to stick together.
Right.
I'm not going to allow them to sit there and slander my friends and my film, and it's not right at all, and it really is dangerous.
Well, we're gonna have you bitch them out later if you really want to, but
Ooh.
we're all on Team Miranda.
I think that was pretty good.
Just from what I heard, I'm Team Miranda.
Yeah.
Oh,
same here.
yeah, hashtag Team
Hashtag Team
Miranda.
Miranda. But if you want to talk about horror, we've got a Dickensian tale here. Jamie, you grew up in the South.
Yep.
You have a YouTube blog where you sit with a lot of your gal pals and talk about it. It's the Southern Liberal Trans Woman.
Yeah.
She's trans, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Post
In
op?
case you didn't notice.
Post op?